Hi. Today we're going to be doing some breath work. Before we begin, I just want to let you know that some of the conscious breathing that we're going to be doing today might be really easily accessible to you, make you feel connected, at ease, grounded, and even invigorated within your body, while other types of breath work may not be as easily accessible to you. So I want to encourage you to embrace what's working and let go of the things that might not. Now, this is something that you can do essentially in any position at any time of day. I believe that it's most effective done lying on the floor, whether that be a hard surface or a yoga mat or even your bed. It can also be done though in a seated position or standing. So feel free to play around with what works for you and when you want to engage with this during the course of your day. I'm going to be guiding us through while lying on the floor. So go ahead and find yourself in whatever position you'd like to be in for our breath work today. If you are lying down on the floor or on your bed, I recommend that you bend your knees and take your feet, moving them a little bit wider than pelvis width, and then allow the knees to drop in towards each other so that you don't have to use any excess muscle to be able to support your legs. Then arms can be somewhere low by your sides. They can be in what they call a yoga cactus pose, or my favorite is to allow them to drape across my chest ever so gently to allow my shoulder blades to spread so that I can feel the back surface of my rib cage on the floor. If you are lying down, go ahead and allow your face to gently look up towards the ceiling, and then begin to bring your attention to your breath. As you do this, you can allow your eyelids to gently begin to fall shut. Maybe they're half closed, but allowing the attention to go towards the breath. Maybe that means attending to the breath as it hits the nostrils or the lips, passes in towards the back of the throat, travels down into the lungs, swirls throughout the body, and then gently passes back out along that same pathway. As you begin to become more aware of your breath, feeling your body as it responds to the inhale and the exhale, begin to take your awareness down into your diaphragm, that thin muscle that attaches all along the bottom of the rib cage, that separates your thoracic cavity and the lungs and the heart from your abdominal cavity. And begin to feel the diaphragm as it gently contracts and moves downward into the belly with your inhale to allow for more space for those lungs to expand. And then feeling how as you exhale, the diaphragm softens, those muscles releasing as it gently moves headward back up into the rib cage. For a few cycles of breath, really attending to the sensation of the diaphragm softly contracting and moving downward, and then releasing and moving back upward. With every inhale, the diaphragm gently contracting and pulling downward. With every exhale, releasing and moving upward. As you continue to breathe, allow your awareness to begin to shift into feeling the whole of the rib cage, sensing the rise and fall of the chest, sensing how the back surface of the rib cage gently presses into the floor with your inhale and then releases with your exhale. Seeing if you can feel the sides of the rib cage expanding in two directions, width-wise with your inhale, and then gently shrinking back towards your center with your exhale. Maybe even seeing if you can feel A gentle expansion up into your throat, headward with your inhale, and maybe a soft release back downward with the exhale. Envisioning your whole body expanding in all directions like a balloon that's being blown up with those inhales. And a softening and shrinking, deflating from all directions with the exhale. And then go ahead and just allow your breath to fall back to natural. Just remaining aware. We're going to begin to move into some metered breathing now. We're going to inhale together on the count of 4 and then exhale on the count of 4. And then I'm going to gradually start to build in some pauses on the inhale and on the exhale. At first, those pauses are only going to be for a count or 2, but we're going to build them so our pauses are metered for a count of 4 as well. Together, let's take an inhale and then exhale. Here we go. In. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, and in. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. Adding a pause in. 2, 3, 4. Hold 1 and out. 2, 3, 4. Hold 1. Again in. 2, 3, 4. Hold 1 and out. 2, 3, 4. Hold 1 and in. 2, 3, 4. Holding 1, 2 and out. 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2 and in. 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3 and out. 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3. Full 4 in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding 1, 2, 3, 4 and out. 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Continuing this on your own. And hold. And out. And hold. Last time. And hold. And out. And hold. Go ahead and let it go. Just noticing your breath once again. Allow it to fall back into whatever natural rhythm might feel appropriate right now. And now we're just going to take a moment to play around with shifting our inhales and our exhales. So for starters, I just want you to see if you can find an even inhale and exhale in your body. Whatever that might mean for you, taking a few rounds of this, cycling in and out, finding an even and equal inhale and exhale. Paying conscious attention to whether or not this feels normal or different. And then I want us to just extend the inhale. So seeing if you can start to draw out that inhale a bit longer and a bit deeper. But allowing the exhale to be shorter, maybe even shortening it on purpose. Maybe you make the exhale short and abrupt. So we have this long inhale and this short exhale. Long inhale and short exhale. Go ahead and take that for a few rounds for yourself. And then let that go. Now let's shift it. So we're going to take a short, quick burst of an inhale and elongate the exhale. So sipping in that air and then a long, deep exhale. And again, short burst of an inhale and a long, deep, full exhale. Go ahead and take a few more rounds of that for yourself. And then let that go, allowing your breath to go back to what is natural and normal. Now make a choice. Play around. How long of an inhale, how full of an inhale do you feel like you need right now? A synonym for inhaling is inspiring. Taking that which is outside of us and bringing it in to nurture our needs. How much inspiration do you need today? Perhaps not a lot. Perhaps you don't need to take in much. Perhaps you can't take in much more. Or maybe you really need to fuel yourself, to feed yourself. Maybe you really need to be inspired. And so on the most basic level, through our breath, we can make a choice about how much we take in. And then begin to make a choice about your exhale. A synonym for exhale is expression. Expressing that which was once inside of us back out into the world. And so maybe today you don't have much to give, or you don't need to put out that much in the way of expression. Or perhaps you really do need to send more out in the world today. Maybe those exhales need to be as long and as full as you can possibly find them. Or maybe it's just about balance between the two. Maybe what you need right now is a little bit of inspiration and a little bit of expression. Maybe it's finding the equality between that inhale and exhale. But acknowledging the fact that you have a choice, that you can always go back to the breath. And as you continue to breathe, go ahead and allow your mind to float away from the breath. Allow yourself to begin to become aware of your sensations of the world around you, maybe the floor beneath you, any surfaces that your body might be touching, the sounds that surround you. And then gradually allowing your eyes to open back up once again, beginning to see. Whenever you're ready, if you're lying down, gently rolling to one side and using your hands to help you come back up to a seated position. If you're seated or standing, gently beginning to move around and coming back out into the world. And just remembering that at any moment you can take some time to just attend to your breath, attend to yourself, and attend to what you need to take in or put back out in that moment.